My name is Timothy Lee Workinger, and on May the 10th, 1966, I received a letter from my friends and neighbors in the Selective Service, and they said they had selected me. I really didn't want any part of the military, but I went and I left for Vietnam as a private first class. One of the most difficult periods of my life, and I did it with some of the most wonderful men I'll ever meet in my life. I was a farm boy. I was from a small town, Canal Fulton, Ohio. I was very naive to the world. Just decided I was going to have to grit my teeth and do my job. And the experience when I landed in Vietnam was one of the most terrible experiences I ever experienced. We exited the plane in Tan Son Nhut, Vietnam, the Air Force Base there, and it was 120 degrees on the tarmac. And when I got to the door, it was air conditioned in the plane, and I saw all of the other members that I had flown with on their knees, retching their guts out on the tarmac. And I wondered, what is this all about, until I took the first step out of the plane and experienced the stench of human decay, because it was the remains of the Tet Offensive, and the bodies were strewn all around Tan Son Nhut Air Force Base. And I'm thinking, God, how am I ever going to survive this? And so I just grit my teeth and said, okay, Lord, I guess it starts right here.
You know, all you knew was the war was just horrible, and if they were drafting him, he wasn't going to be behind a desk. And so it just was very scary, and I had class members that were already killed, but I had to at least write several letters a day and wait for days for his letters to get to me. It seemed like they took longer to get to me. I would send him canned goods. At Christmas time, I packed him a box of tractor set. He gave it to a little Vietnam boy then, after they had fun playing with it for a while. But you know, the news was horrible, so you quit listening. And then you would wonder why a letter isn't there, and you'd turn the news back on just to see what's going on, and it always kept you worried. And then you'd think, no, you just have to trust. It was just a devastating time to know what these young men were going through, and now you're going to send your husband.
We had to witness things that just, well, they caused me a great deal of trauma and flashbacks, some to this day yet. And some I haven't even shared with my wife or anyone else. I mean, they're just...
So Patios for Patriots is something that we thought about doing for over a year. Me and my wife were just really thinking of a way that we could give back to veterans. Veterans have always had a special place in our heart. And when I heard his story, I right away knew that that's the one we wanted to be our very first projects for Patios for Patriots, because he's just a great guy, and we just really wanted to bless him with this patio. So Tim lives in a farmhouse, and until I got there, I had no idea the front porch was a disaster. It was, I think it had 8 inches of slope and like 5 feet. So it was very, tilted, in one direction, had a lot of cracks in it. It just, it was not in good shape at all. It wasn't even, honestly, the steps were higher than code. So it would have been, so the steps were actually a tripping hazard. It was amazing. Every time I turned around, somebody was donating something, or people were helping, or it was just that part of it was absolutely better than anything I could ever imagine, as far as the help that we got and the people wanting to be a part of this. It was just overwhelming. Everybody came together and had one common goal, and we were able to accomplish this whole thing in a very short amount of time. over 150 of his family and friends and people that helped out in the project. Seeing all those people show up for this thing, that was pretty, you know, that was another thing that really was just made it over the top.
Let me just tell you guys, this has been a tremendous honor. And I just want to thank you too, Tim, for your service and for what you've done for our country and what you do for others. So this is just a little bit of what we could do for you. So I guess if everybody's ready to go. All right, Billy, pull her up. Take a look at your new patio.
Enjoy, buddy.
Enjoy.
Please enjoy.
You deserve it. You deserve it.
Tim. You enjoy that.
Hey, man, it's all right.
The reveal, you know, I had a hard time holding it together. Just to see, you know, in the driveway, you know, he was excited. And then the second time where he got really emotional, seeing the hot tub. And I think people don't realize that for my dad, the hot tub has been kind of the thing that gets him physically through the day sometimes.
It was like unbelievable that all of this was done for us, for him, for us. It's so beautiful. We love it. It's just special. I think that there is lots of great organizations out there helping veterans, but so many of them I don't think are as personal as what this is. And then to know that they're going to go do another one and I get to go help this next time. I am so looking forward to help the next time. I want to be able to help.
We enjoy the freedoms of this country, and so often so many people take that for granted. I just thought, what better way to honor a veteran than just giving them something out of the ordinary, something that's a little different than what they would usually get, because they deserve it.
Monday morning, immediately went to the swing, was going to read the papers, and I just looked out across the yard and the Baltimore Oriole was singing, and I bawled for 2 hours. I just overcome with emotion, and that's what I want. That's what I want people to know, it as a place to come for healing and for peace.